Hello, we just watched My Hero Academia, one's movie. What was the name of the film?
Two heroes.
Two heroes.
Because there were two heroes.
There was like 50. Two heroes.
Only two important ones in the entire My Hero universe canon.
Is it spoilers if we tell them who the two heroes were? It was All Might and Dave.
No, it was Deku and Melissa.
Was it?
Yeah.
Have I been...
That was the whole point at the end of the film.
All Might was a hero as well.
Yeah, but Dave was like, his whole problem was he was too obsessed with the status quo, and the two heroes he should be looking towards are Melissa and Deku.
Okay, but they also needed All Might to save them. Do you want to do some spoiler-free?
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think of the movie?
I think it was hyped up a lot, but I had a generally good time.
I didn't hear any of the hype because I am not an active part of this community. I enjoyed it a fair bit.
Mm-hmm.
I like that it was like its own... It wasn't its own contained thing. What am I on about?
It was?
It was... Okay, it was like separate from the TV show, but you still had like 50 flashbacks.
The narrative of the film was self-contained.
I like it for being incredibly silly.
Yeah.
My Hero Academia is something you cannot take seriously.
No.
And I liked it on just like, I'm having a good time. I don't know if I'm laughing at the movie or with the movie, but whichever it is, I'm enjoying it.
I was definitely laughing with you.
With me.
I was having a good time, and then whenever you laughed, I was like, this is actually so stupid, and then I laughed.
So we watched it in like the cinema with a bunch of people who I'm assuming really like My Hero Academia. I think it helped watching it with a bunch of people who were into it. So like you get the reactions when it's like something happens. There was also a bit, and something really stupid happened, and I wasn't the only person to laugh, and I felt really validated. So yes, if you like My Hero Academia, watch the movie. If you don't, you have no reason to.
People hyped up a lot as like just being a really good piece of anime film.
Okay.
And like it is a good film, but like you need to know the context of all the characters and everything.
Yes.
Otherwise, it would just mean nothing to you.
The movie does start with just like a 5-minute recap of the whole show. So yeah, don't go into this if you've never watched My Hero Academia. This is purely for people who like the show.
Yep.
It's fan service, the movie. The movie is like pandering to you.
Yeah.
It's like it shows you all your favourite things. Bakugo is angry, but he does something nice.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he's a nice guy, really.
All your favourite characters will do their one specific thing that they do.
Yes.
Because it's the movie.
Yes. So if you want to see that, it's for you. If you don't, why are you even here? Spoilers! We're going to talk about the whole movie.
Yeah.
If you're planning on watching it, get out. Or just stay anyway, I don't care.
Not much to spoil.
Ruin your own movie. Yeah, if you've ever watched an episode of the show, you know what's going to happen. So what's the basic plot? They go on holiday.
All Might is invited to go to Island.
Where his boyfriend lives.
Ex-boyfriend, obviously.
Yeah, they've not seen each other in 10 years.
That doesn't sound like a healthy relationship to me.
I know, he's been neglecting his daughter, Melissa.
Melissa's mum is just All Might in a wig.
There's like a flashback of Dave in the show, isn't there? Which is just set up for the movie.
Yes, there's an episode that is like completely anime only. That was just promo for the movie.
Yeah, because it starts and like they're sat in like a newsroom and they're like, let's talk about this one time something happened. And the plot of the movie is they all go to this island and they have a nice time for about 45 minutes. Then some bad guys show up and they have to stop the bad guys. I don't know, let's just like talk about some really stupid stuff that happened.
The whole movie!
So I want to bring up my favourite bit in the movie. Yeah. It's been set up that this island is a very secret island. There's like 10,000 scientists who live there, but there's a big expo that's going to happen. But no one knows the location of the island, so villains can't find the island. So naturally, every character from the show is there. They just all know where it is.
They got invited, because they're going to the expo.
Every single one of them.
You'd know where an expo was. You wouldn't, like, sign up to go to MCM Birmingham and be like, I don't know where that is.
They don't tell them where it is, because they don't want villains to go to MCM Birmingham. But the best scene in the film is Deku is hanging out with his new friend Melissa, who is Dave's daughter. And then Uraraka Momo, and the headphone lady
Jiro.
all turn up, and they're all like, "What's going on?" And Checo's like freaking out
Yeah.
because she fancies him, and then they meet Minetta and the Electric Man.
Kaminari.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, I'm just gonna fill in all the names.
We need someone who knows what's going on. And they're also there, and they're working as waiters or something.
Yeah.
And like Ida also shows up, just running really fast. It's like, I'm here as well. That's
like,
all he did in the
when
whole
he was
movie.
talking, he's just like.
But then they like hear Bakugo's voice, and he's also here just yelling because he's doing some like competition, and he never stops yelling in the show.
No.
Todoroki is also there, and Kirishima is there, and then they're like, oh yeah, everyone else is also here, but they're just off camera. They're at their hotel.
Yeah.
That whole scene is just them slowly realising that everyone's here, and it's the stupidest thing.
It's like a less dramatic version of the Smash Ultimate reveal trailer.
Everyone is here. There's not really any plot for like the first however long.
Melissa figures out that Deku's quirk is basically All Might's.
Yes.
And that he can't control it. So it leads into her having the great idea that she can give Deku this invention that she made for All Might.
Because she's a scientist.
Yes.
Like Dave. Dave is also a scientist.
But she has no quirk, so Deku also sympathises with her because he was quirkless at one point in his life.
She goes, well, I'm quirkless. And he goes, oh, I was quirkless once. I've got to have a flashback of that time I was crying in my room that we show every episode. And his mum comes in and goes, I'm so sorry. They show that every single episode.
It's really sad.
I know. I saw it the first time. She gives him like some arm things, like gauntlets.
Yeah.
As soon as she gave them to him, I'm thinking, he doesn't have those in the show. They're gonna have to break before the end of the movie. And then, like, the line immediately after, it's like, you can use them 3 times.
He definitely uses them more than 5 times. Because, like, they cheese it, because they're like, it can take full blasts of 100% of your power.
Yes.
But it also means he can go above his natural percent.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna go 30%.
So why don't he just go 99% all the time? Then they'd never break.
I don't even want to talk about, like, the actual plot. I just want to talk about all the specific stupid moments. I'm going to talk about the villains, because
Oh god, yeah.
the villain plot is just awful.
It's not that, like, it was a decent surprise, but just handled really poorly.
The villains show up, and they hack the security system of the island, and they put, like, bombs everywhere, and they're like, we're taking the whole island hostage for no reason. We're not going to tell you why. And then they take Dave and his assistant Sam, so they take them and go off, and All Might's like trapped in this thing. But all the kids escaped because they turned up late to the party or whatever. But then they find the villains, and it was Dave all along, and he reveals that he wants to steal back the item he invented that they keep locked away from him on his island.
It was that powerful, he wasn't allowed it.
So they didn't let him have this item, and they thought, where's a really safe place we can hide this so Dave can't use it anymore? We'll put it at the top of his tower.
I mean, he doesn't want to travel up like 190 floors.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
It is a 200-floor tower. It's a bit ridiculous. Deku and Melissa find Dave, and then he explains his evil plan, and he's like, the villains are actually fake villains that we hired. They're not actually villains. But earlier in the movie, Melissa got attacked by a man with swords for hands who, like, tried to kill her. So they're like, you're wrong, Dave, you chump. And then the villains walk into the room and say, we were just pretending to be pretend villains.
The ultimate double cross! Not even JK could write that!
And then Dave is like, Sam, I thought we hired fake villains. And Sam's like, I was not happy that you just let them take our invention away, so I hired real villains so I could have some money. And the villain's like, thanks, Sam. Here's your payment. So that bit was really good.
I think it was just how nonchalant the villain walks in, having obviously overheard this entire speech. It's just like, well, actually, we're only pretending to be fake.
After this happens, they like shoot Dave like twice, and then they shoot him again later. He's fine.
Absolutely fine. And not punished for his crimes of inciting terrorism.
The end of the movie is they like save Dave, and it's like you put all 10,000 people on this island in danger, and he's like, hey, it's my bad. I need to go to hospital. There's a really good bit where their villains are escaping in a helicopter, and Deku tries to get him, but they like push him off the helicopter, and then the music starts playing, and it's All Might. And then he jumps into the sky,
Poses.
yeah, and he goes, thanks, young Midoriya. And he just like dives perfectly and just makes a hole through the helicopter, grabs Dave out of it, and then the helicopter explodes in just a massive fireball, presumably killing all the villains who were on board.
Apart from the main villain.
Apart from the main villain, who is Magneto.
Because he somehow didn't die and then was perfectly okay after the helicopter crash to put the invention that Dave made on his head and then be like, I'm ultra magnet steel controlling man.
To be fair, that bit looked really cool.
Oh yeah, for sure. For all the bits that looked a bit naff in the earlier start of the film, I was like, that's obviously where they put all the effort.
Yes, but it was weird because it was like a different style. It was like CG, while the rest of the movie looks like hand animated.
Yeah, like kind of faux CG on them.
Yeah, it reminded me, I don't know if you've seen it, the end of the Professor Layton movie.
Oh, yes, yeah.
It just really reminded me of that because they're on something high up there as well, and there's like loads of metal flying about.
Yeah.
And Professor Layton has a sword fight.
Oh, because then he plays the piano and he has to like turn the music sheet upside down. He's like, actually, Descule, you were playing the music the wrong way around.
I only watch real anime movies, like the Professor Layton movie. I'm trying to think what other things happened. There was like so many moments, and I was in the cinema full of My Hero Academia fans trying not to laugh, and I felt a bit bad.
I think there was a lot of moments that weren't meant to be funny, but everyone definitely laughed.
Right, the bit that I'm thinking of is when they do like the double Detroit smash and punch the bad guy, and All Might is like this. And then it fades, and it's Deku.
It was a really bad transition, to be fair.
Well, everyone else in the cinema was laughing as well. I was like, aren't you fans of the show?
You probably have to, I think, because you can't really take My Hero seriously. I think my favourite bit was, it wasn't even like a big part, just that really made me laugh was when All Might was running towards the villain, and then Deku like gets behind him.
Oh my
and
god!
doing the exact same running animation. They should reuse the animation that they had from that All Might.
Right, we talked about the bit where she gives him the gauntlets.
Yeah.
In like the climactic scene, we flash back to that like twice, just to remind you that he can use the gauntlet 3 times. And then at the end of the movie, he's like, oh, I broke it. She should have been like, don't worry, I can get you some before season 4.
The whole movie's not canon. Dave, I think, becomes canon like later on in the manga.
Right, okay.
So it's like it could become canon.
Also, right now, I'm going to put a picture of Dave on the screen. We're going to see how much you look like him.
I don't look anything like him. I don't know what you mean.
The bit at the start was quite cute. Like the flashback of young All Might.
Yeah, although young All Might looks really weird.
It's because you can see his eyes.
He's not become ill yet.
I thought it was just like, he's so buff that his eyebrows are just really buff and you can't see his eyes.
That's meant like a bit of it, yeah.
I liked Bakugo in the movie more than I usually do.
He was just comic relief this time
He
around.
had nice moments with his husband,
To be fair.
Red Man.
Weird hair, as he affectionately called him.
Oh yeah, and then the person in the cinema next to me was like, you've got weird hair as well.
Zing! Their relationship was real cute. They definitely are partnered off to pander like so hard to the fans.
I mean, there was the bit as well right at the end, and they've just won, and everyone's kind of looking up into the distance like, oh, it's My Hero Academia, and they're all kind of smiling, and then Todoroki like looks over at him, and he sees him smiling, and Bakugo's like, "Oh, that should have grumpy man." That bit was nice.
It was nice when like Bakugo does his big explosion, and he's like, "That's not beat you, has it, All Might?" or something to that effect.
Yeah.
And he's like encouraging him along in his own weird way.
I wanted more Frog.
Yeah,
There was
absolutely.
not
Wasn't
enough
in the
Frog.
film. She's relegated to background role.
I already mentioned that everyone is on the island.
Yeah.
Half of the characters don't turn up in the story. So you got Sue.
Yeah.
You've got Invisible Lady.
Yeah.
You've got Slime Girl.
Yeah.
Bird.
Yeah.
Man with lots of arms. Tape. I like lots of sugar.
Yep. But Bird
Bird Boy
Whisperer wasn't there.
Wasn't there. Ojira wasn't there. And Other Man. The Laser Penis.
Oh, of course, he's never there though. He wasn't even in the end bit.
He was.
Was he?
There was a picture and he was really close to the camera. That was it though. That's 10 of the characters weren't in the story. It might have been more. I might have counted.
No, it's about 10.
Because in the main plot, it was Deku, Bakugo, Ida, Uraraka, Momo, Todoroki, Kirishima, Mineta. Oh, why was Mineta in so much of the movie?
I was like, okay, it's fine, he's comic relief. And then he got more, like, of an impactful role than, like, Jiro or Yaoyorozu or...
Kaminara and Jiro were the other two.
Yeah.
So there were 10 of the main characters, like, actually got to do things, and then the other 10 in the class just, like, sat in their hotel room and got, like, 5 seconds of screen time.
They're in the next film.
I don't understand how Mineta got to be part of the main cast for the film. Doesn't everyone hate him?
I think it's a general given that most people don't like him.
I think even in the cinema, there were like a couple of laughs when he said something, but mostly it was like, oh. He just makes me uncomfortable, and he's not funny.
And they're really pushing this, like, friendship between him and Kaminari.
Yeah.
That I'm like...
It's like, no, you're dragging down a character who could be okay.
I liked when Kirishima was fighting Purple Hulk.
Oh, yeah.
And he gets hit once, flies into the wall, and doesn't appear for the rest of the fight.
Yeah.
And then they just go over to him at the end, and he's like, I can't move. Bakugo's just like, turn off your quirk. And his arms go back to normal, and he can pull himself out the wall. I thought it was a nice redemption of not having a great character in a fight.
Oh, yeah, that bit was quite good. Right, well, before that happens, Kirishima and Bakugo have, like, got lost in the tower. They're meant to be meeting everyone else to, like, go into, like, the fancy dinner where everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
They're late and they get lost, so they don't meet up with everyone. And then they meet up with everyone immediately. So there was no reason for them to get lost. It, like, made no difference.
They had cute alone time.
There was one scene where they were in a hallway, and Bakugo went, "Are we lost?" And he goes, "Yes." And I forgot my phone. And that's the scene.
It was a worthwhile scene.
I can't think of enough things that happened.
Genuinely, not a lot did happen. I think the most interesting thing at the start of the film was, like, the time trial thing that they all do.
Yes.
Where they sort of see who can defeat the robots the quickest. That was kind of fun. And then there's just a lot of exposition. That was the entire first part, like the first part of the film. And then it just gets into the tower, and they just go up the tower.
Yep.
They walked up some stairs
Oh
for
my
like a
God.
good minute.
There is a montage of stair walking. Also, a lot of the exposition that happens is them telling us that All Might's power is weakening, but presumably everyone's seen the show.
Yeah, that's not news.
That's the main plot of the show.
I did like that it tied into having the One for All be like, have some arm juice.
Oh,
I heard you laugh like when he got his arm out.
The main villain is like, he's got metal controlling powers. And then he like reaches out his arm and his muscles go, and he like rips his clothes off. Like, it was so silly. And he like grabs All Might and he's like, I've got that One for All juice to beat you, All Might.
But we know that he didn't beat him because this is set before the anime that we've already seen.
I mean, like, if we're going to see a My Hero Academia movie, I'm never going to be worried that All Might is going to die. Like, even if this was set after season 3, we don't know if he's going to make it to season 4. They're not going to kill him in the movie.
Just, it makes every character invincible because Deku gets slammed between 3 massive, like, slabs of metal, presumably crushing his entire body, and he just falls out and he's like, oh, I'm a bit ill now.
Like, the main tension of the movie that they set up is All Might's powers getting weaker. And it's like, yeah, we know, that's the plot of the show. And it's not a problem because we know he still has his power in season 3.
And then
you can still have worthwhile character things even if we know that their safety is guaranteed.
Yeah. The whole part of the film, All Might is held hostage, and he's having to stay in All Might form, which is a massive drain on his body. And he's like, "Oh, you can do it. They're gonna save us soon. The kids are gonna do it."
Oh yeah, that was cute. Like he believes in the kids.
And then he's literally like all the steam's coming off him. He's like near at his limit, and then miraculously he goes out to fight the bad guy. He's like goes to punch something, and he's like, "Oh, it's too strong. I can't do it." And all the students are like, "Go, All Might, you can do it." And he goes, "Well, the kids are all pumped up, so why am I being stopped by some stupid limit?" And he's magically fine.
That's the show, though. This is the kind of thing you would get annoyed at me for complaining about, because the entire show is that All Might goes, "I can't do it," and then he goes, "Actually, I can." Plus Ultra.
It was just the wording of like, "I won't be stopped by a stupid limit."
Because it's all the kids and they're like, "We're helping as well," and All Might's like, "What a fine display from these children. I'm a man." Plus Ultra. And then he plus Ultras again in a bit.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Double plus Ultra.
Yeah.
Double Detroit Smash.
I wanted him to go California Smash, because that's what he did at the start of the show.
He did.
Because that's where Dave is from.
He did. When he attacks him on his own, doesn't he do a California Smash?
Now he goes Carolina Smash. Also, all his attack names are terrible. It's US State Smash.
Unless it's the biggest one. It's just United States of Smash.
I can't wait until he goes very plus ultra. Whole world Smash. They're saving that for season 4.
And they're not. I can tell you that doesn't happen in season 4.
Sorry. Season 7, All Might goes entire galaxy Smash.
When the movie started and we saw it had like a 15 rating, and you lean into me, it's just like, All Might says fuck. And 2 instances in the film, All Might's like coughing up blood, and he goes, shit.
Oh, it was so good. What did you think of Melissa?
She was fine. She was cute enough, and
she turns up on a pogo stick.
Oh yeah.
They go look around a room, and they see all the things that Dave made, and Midoriya goes, "Wow!" And now we'll never see those characters again, because that's how this show works. You know what? I was really pleased when Todoroki turned up, and he was like, "My dad's not going to be in the film." It's like, thank God. I will not be surprised if All Might just gets his powers back for no reason.
There'll be a reason. I'm not going to spoil it for you.
It'll be a bad reason.
Probably. You won't. You wouldn't be happy with whatever reason it was.
Here's the thing. All Might losing his power is really effective. I think it's one of the things that the show actually did not badly. And if they undo it, it will be terrible.
But don't you want him to see Galaxy of Smash?
Final thoughts on My Hero Academia? Three's a crowd.
A good film. If you like the show, you're going to like the movie, basically.
If you don't like the show, you can still laugh at it. I had a good time.
A 7 out of 10.
A 6.
Oh, 6 is a bit harsh.
I'll go lower.
You said Wreck-It Ralph was a 6.
Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph was a better movie. It's fun enough.
Yeah.
Tune in next time where we review all 20 Dragon Ball films.
Let's not do that.
Like and subscribe. There's going to be links to everything on the screen. Will's channel is going to be near him. My channel is going to be near me. And in the middle, this video is us playing the My Hero game.
Again?
Yes. And also my review of the TV show. That's it. Goodbye. Everything's okay. Because I'm here. Ha 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 ha. That's my All Might.
That's alright. That's a good impression.